Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, you're extremely welcome. I'm Jane and my husband Mike does everything behind the camera. We're British early retirees, we've got no debt, we've paid off the mortgage, and we live a thrifty, frugal and money-saving life here in Aude in the Occitanie region of the south of France. And every Friday we bring you something food related. Sometimes it's a shopping haul, sometimes I do some meal planning, some meal prep, or you see the meals of the week. And this week you're going to get a bit of batch cooking. You're going to see some of our meals. We do this because we like to share with you the thrifty, frugal and the money saving things that we do all the time. And one of the things that we do all of the time is I do all of the cooking at home from scratch, and we eat at home. It's very seldom that we ever go out to eat because we're minding our money. We hope you enjoy the video. If you do, hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment, swipe from right to left in the comments box and hype the video, all of those things. And I'll see you at the end of the video. Enjoy what we have to eat. Here is our lunch today. We've got an omelette. Instead of making individual size omelettes, I make one big one, cut it in half. We have half each. A little bit of salad, coleslaw and beetroot. It's just ham and cheese in an omelette. Here is our lunch today. I wanted something really quick because I have my French class in the morning, and I wanted something that I could kind of cook and cook twice so we could eat the next day as well. So here's what I've done. I've just cooked some salmon in the air fryer. I cooked a potato, one big potato in the microwave, and I've cut it up. Steamed some vegetables. I had some leftover like pizza sauce, pasta sauce, Provençal sauce. Heated that through, we've got that with it, and some grana padano sprinkled on top. So what I did is I cooked all the salmon in one go and an extra potato, because I'm going to make maybe a quiche, maybe a pasta bake, something with that salmon. Not really decided what yet. I'll think about that as the day goes on. But it just saves me time later because I cooked the potato and the fat and the fish. So there we go. Dinner, lunch as it is today. Here is lunch today. I've taken the leftover salmon, the leftover potatoes, added it to a pot that I've cooked it in the air fryer with egg, some cheese and tomatoes, make like a crustless quiche. And I have got courgettes sautéed in garlic butter. Mike's not back from his French class yet, and he has got the same as me, but he'll probably have salad with his because he doesn't like courgettes. So I'm going to eat now because I'm famished. I'm cooking for today, and I'm cooking for another day as well. I'm trying to put some meals in the freezer. So I've got a bag of mixed frozen vegetables, which includes leeks and onions. I'm going to saute it down. I haven't added any oil to this. I'm just literally going to get the frozen water glaze off it, and then when it's cooked down a bit, then I'm going to add in my half a kilo of minced beef, which is about a pound, I believe, of minced beef. I think that's right. And that is going to feed us, well, it's going to feed 4 people. So I cook it down. I'll drain off any fat, because I buy the 20% fat, because the 5% fat is just beyond affordable. It's just not affordable whatsoever. And then I'm going to make a couple of cottage pies, one for today and one for the freezer. Another super simple meal that I'm making for the freezer is some vegetable and lentil soup. I've got a I think about half a kilo of julienne de légumes. So I've got celery, carrots and peppers in here, and courgettes, I think. Courgettes, celery, carrots. I'll sweat that down in a pan, add in the lentils, the corals, the lentils, and I'll add in some stock cubes as well. Cook it down and then just freeze it. That's it for vegetable soup, but it's a really cheap meal for us. I'm absolutely sure that we have soup twice a week, every single week. It just really, really stretches the budget and we get lots of protein and vegetables. So here is the base of my cottage pie, and I make it super economical by not only adding tons of vegetables, but you can see I've also added, I think I've added about 150 grams of red lentils, which I believe is about a cup of red lentils. Something else I do is obviously I'll turn that right down, I'll put a lid on it and let it simmer away gently. In here are potatoes that I will cook and mash for the top of the cottage pie. And what I do is when they are almost cooked, I turn the gas off and just let it cook in its residual heat. Over here, I've got bubbling away the vegetable and lentil soup. Let's turn that right down now. And I'll do the same with that. For about the last 15 minutes, I'll just let it cook in its residual heat. So like I said, I've got mixed vegetables and lentils. I've also added in vegetable stock cubes, and I've added in 2 potatoes, which stretches that even further as well. So let's put the lid on this to cook it as slowly as I can, turn it right down, and then come back and assemble everything. Also, the great thing about getting all the vegetables in it, I don't really have to do anything else except cottage pie and put it on a plate because it's full of the vegetables. And that, when I go to reheat and I put this in a container small enough to fit in my air fryer for reheating, means that I don't have to use any extra gas or electricity for cooking any more vegetables. They've all gone in the one pot. I'm finishing off the cottage pie that we're having for today in the air fryer. The potatoes cooked, the meat, vegetables, the lentils underneath are cooked, so let's just pop those in there and switch that on. Pause cooking. Let's go over here. I've got another one here. I will let this cool, pop a lid on it, and then put that in the freezer for another day. I've got peas today that I'm just cooking to go with our cottage pie. And over here I've got the lentil and vegetable soup, and I'm going to put that in containers, and again when it's cool I'll put it in the freezer. So here is lunch, cottage pie with peas, another one for another day, and 3 portions of soups, which will be light meals for another time. So it's kind of like 1, 2, 3, 5 meals over there ready to go in the freezer, and 1 to eat today. It's a bit big, we haven't had any breakfast, we'll probably eat something very small for dinner later. There it is, cottage pie. If you're wondering how big my meal is, I'm going to put my hand over the plate. So it is the size, the plate is the size of my hand. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.
Carcassonne, Big Castle.